All right, folks. So here is the 21st CCLC NTAC Premier Hub for all OSC professionals. Now, on this site, you are going to be provided with a ton of resources to support professionals like yourself to learn, receive resources, and of course, engage with peers and experts. And of course, all of this is for free. So the mission behind the 21st CCLC NTAC is to establish and build capacity within the 21st century community nationwide. Now, the supports that you can find on this site, again, it's really focused on building the capacity and supports for implementing 21st CCLC programming through trainings, technical assistance, to both state and local programs across the nation. So today, Hillary and I are going to go ahead and share some tools that you can use to strengthen your program starting now, right? So, one thing that we definitely want you all to keep in mind is about resources that you can use to support your grant process, right? And your application. So, here's one of those tools now. So, our planning and implementation tool guide is something that you can definitely use to kind of support your continuous improvement process. What you will see here is something that you can keep in mind for the second half of the school year or the end of your grant, which all of you are in currently. Use this planner as a way to document your goals, track your actual outcomes against those performance measures. This tool is also a great resource for you to roadmap all of the different programming elements that you can focus on so that you are operating some high quality programming, especially now towards the end of your year and cycle. You can also use the activity observation checklist to gather and provide evidence that you are meeting the goals in your planner, right? Now, what we're going to do right now is take a closer look at that academic enrichment activity observation checklist. Uh, Definitely keep in mind the different indicators that you could possibly note that you would like to see your staff improve, especially with this second part of the year. You can also think about sustainability as well, right? So we've developed a sustainability at a glance tool for program directors with ideas and tons of resources. Now, as I mentioned before, you are at a place in time where you're focused on grant writing, right? You're thinking about your process. And of course, many of you may have already been in a position where you have written a grant proposal this year. Just know that successful applications must link community needs to intentional project design. So go ahead and use the grant writing series. Again, all this is available to you on the site. And this will help you to learn how to collect and integrate school level data, such as the state assessments, student level data, such as specific skills that you need to address, and student voice data, right? So as you think about those youth interest surveys or focus groups that you can engage in towards this point in time during your programming, that's something that you can keep in mind of. You may also use your continuous improvement plan and data from your current grant to write your next grant. So take some time to consider lessons learned and how you can improve your program design using that data. You can also use the mapping needs to activities tool, also in the planning and implementation toolkit. This will help you complete your process while also making sure to keep youth engaged. So that is definitely a topic that's really close to heart when we think about our middle school youth, right? So there are some examples that you can also review to help you kind of fill in this tool as you plan with your team. Now, if you're thinking about how you can increase attendance or engagement and achievement, definitely check out our live on the topic around attendance, engagement, and achievement. Now, you can also hear how programs across the nation are also addressing these challenges. Another thing that you can take a look at is our embedding activities into enrichment activities, which is a mini course that can help you as you plan. Very quick. It's easy to walk through as well. Another way that you can stay connected, especially on the national level, to hear more about what others are doing, we highly encourage you to subscribe, right? So if you aren't already subscribed to the NTAC listserv to get updated when new content is released or events occur, we have a couple of courses on literacy and sustainability coming soon. So definitely sign up so that you can be made aware of when those items are being released. We will also be releasing an implementation guide that is based on the federal non-regulatory guidance that program and state leaders use to understand federal law. So this is a great resource, especially for those of you who are diving into that grant writing portion this year. Another place, and you just saw it on the screen, for you to take advantage of is being able to request any technical assistance, of course, with the approval of your SCA, right? So again, this is a free training opportunity available to you on a wide variety of topics. We have worked with programs in the past to provide a full day training on supporting positive behaviors, or have worked with site coordinators and program directors to develop a leadership handbook. So that's just to name a few. Another great opportunity that you have access to is the Knowledge Network. So, this is where you can communicate with other folks like yourself across the nation, share ideas, resources, and questions. Now, of course, if you do not have access to this, definitely reach out to your SCA. But this is a great place for you to strike up conversation, hear what others are doing, and possibly share what successes you are able to identify during programming. You're able to like and leave a comment under anything that has been posted in the Knowledge Network. We'll go ahead and share something with you all on the Knowledge Network. So make sure you are ready to go. Um, let's see. I want to say that's it. So definitely here's your homework moving forward. Um, Make sure you're subscribed to the newsletter and also check out that Knowledge Network. Again, I'm not sure if I mentioned this in passing, but you can ask questions here. It's a great place to serve as a thought or a think tank for programs and sub-grantees like yourself. Thank you.